Nice to have you, Michael. Just few questions. Nice to see you, having a good discussion with the kids on environment. First thing that I would ask you is, I think you were here mostly to talk on the G20. Okay, so what are the major concerns that you're going to put forward in G20?
Well, we really want to be focused on energy and the environment. Obviously, we're having great conversations around what we all need to do collectively as a global society to tackle the climate crisis. And so those conversations will continue and mature for G20 that will lead into G7. But we've also got to think about our ocean health and our natural resources as well. So we'll put forward some very strong agenda items to discuss how, again, collectively, do we protect the planet and protect public health while also understanding that there are opportunities to grow the economy as well.
So what are the major environmental challenges you think India is facing currently?
India is facing the same challenges that many other nations are. When you look at the amount of pollution and plastics in our oceans, that is something that's detrimental. The sea level temperatures are rising. That has an impact on our fishing industry globally, but here in India as well. I think when we look at landfills and waste and how we handle our waste, that seems to be a challenge as well. And then I think, just like in the United States, water infrastructure and water quality is always a challenge. So there's a huge opportunity for all of us to exchange information and technology to be sure that we're all working collectively together.
Now that you told that technology will definitely play a major role, you think you'll have any future plans to, come down with India to work on environment from US? You have any plans on that?
Absolutely. We had a great conversation with the university talking through how we share best practices, not just government to government, but government to private industry and government, private industry and academia. Listen, it's going to take all hands on deck to really beat this climate crisis. But there's also a huge opportunity for economic growth, jobs and the like. And so unfortunately, those who have the least amongst us are on the front lines facing the brunt of the climate crisis and pollution. We have to create solutions that work for every single community. And President Biden has pledged to lead on the world stage, and that's what we're doing.
So now that you told me that you should have plans, to list down all the environmental crises that we are facing. For India, if you would have a few ideas that you would suggest, what would that be? Any top 5 things for people to come forward to take care of the environment?
I think number one, globally, all of us, India included, should focus on transportation. The most pollution contributing to greenhouse gas emissions comes from transportation. So we can focus on electrifying our vehicle fleets and creating cleaner vehicles. Listen, the kids spoke very eloquently today about keeping plastics out of our oceans. It's harming our fish, our wildlife, but it's also harming our human health and public health. And it's hurting many industries around here. So keeping that plastic out of the water. And then how we handle our waste and our trash. A lot of times we have these landfills that are not real well managed. They impact our water table, but more importantly, as that waste decomposes, it creates methane, a really potent greenhouse gas emission. So if we could come together collectively around these things, we all would be a lot better off.
So you think technology would definitely play a major role, in taking care of our environment?
I think technology will play a significant role. I think changing our behavior, which will shift the market, which will give some more credence to technology, is something we should do. And this is why it's important at G20 and G7. As a global community, we need to make commitments to one another that we're going to take specific actions and aim at specific targets so that we can begin to curtail this climate crisis.
So now that you said on climate crisis, you can see a lot of global warming happening around, okay? So as individuals, what best can we do to save it?
I think as individuals, first and foremost, we have to use our voices and be vigilant. The science is real. We're seeing and feeling the impacts of climate change, extreme heat, monsoons, at a more intense time frame and rate, wildfires across the world. We need to hold our governments accountable, hold our elected officials accountable, and have them make the proper investments so that we can save this planet.
Thank you, Michael. Such a short notice, and you were able to cover up all the topics that we wanted to talk. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
உண்மை செய்திகளை உடனுக்குடன் அறிந்து கொள்ள நண்பர்களுடன் பகிர புதிய தலைமுறை யூடியூப் சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்யுங்கள்.